Today on the newscast, did Iran just fire a missile that Israel has never before been able to counter? Get all the breaking details next. Hey folks, welcome to the newscast. We have some major breaking news coming out of the Middle East today. And folks, I don't know if you can believe it. You can get updates every day as well. This happens again. We posted a video on the Russia-Ukraine war, very factual, very straightforward reporting, and yet it was demonetized. Yesterday, Tuesday, March 28th, Iran fired at least 2 ballistic missiles from Iranian soil into northern Iraq. And remember, the threat that Iran's supreme leader has made, Ayatollah Khamenei, he has threatened to wipe Israel off the map. As more information becomes available, we will bring it to you right here on the newscast. We believe it was headed to southern Lebanon, where Hezbollah would take possession of it. Now, it was an Iranian drone and weapons shipment. According to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, Israel targeted it and destroyed it east of Damascus. And now we have this new type of missile that Iran claims is undetectable by Israeli radars, which means it could very well be nuclear-armed as well. We don't know that for sure. But folks, you connect the dots. They see this as a huge threat. The UAE is an Arab nation, and the Arab nations, particularly those Gulf states, are aligning themselves more and more against the Iranian threat. One priority is to make sure there is no Iranian hegemony in the region. And they see the nuclear threat posed by Iran very clearly. So Prime Minister Bennett went to Abu Dhabi. Now with the top leader there, kind of I guess you would say a mini state visit. They talked about trade, investment, transportation, diplomatic ties. But of course, number one on the agenda was Iran. I know that many of you who watch the newscast are praying as well. Keep it in your prayers. General Kenneth McKenzie came before Congress recently, and he testified that Iran is looking to supply Hezbollah between 50 and 100,000 rockets and missiles to add to their massive arsenal that they already have stockpiled along the Israel-Lebanon border. Till tomorrow, God bless you, and remember, never hold your peace. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. Click subscribe and turn on notifications for new episodes every weekday. They talked about, of course, the Iranian threat. Whether it's Iranian proxies like Hezbollah, or those Iranian-backed militias in Syria, and Iraq attacking bases where U.S. troops are stationed, and of course, the possibility of Iran developing a nuclear bomb. And remember, Israel has shot down Iranian missiles with the Iron Dome system and the Patriot system in the past. Those missiles were not equipped with nuclear warheads. But this was a new missile that was fired yesterday that Israel says, we have no idea how to stop this thing. Now, the target was a base that U.S. troops are stationed at in northern Iraq. The U.S. and coalition forces were made aware of incoming missiles prior to the attack and they took cover. Thankfully, no U.S. soldiers were injured. But at least one of the missiles did hit its target and cause some damage. YouTube is really cracking down. They're really not allowing us to exercise our First Amendment rights here in the United States. Because according to Middle East media reports, this was a new type of Iranian ballistic missile. It was a long-range, long-distance missile that Iran fired, that apparently Israel does not have a defense for. Folks, I want to show you a tweet here from a journalist who was in the vicinity. He says, 2 missiles fell about 60 kilometers from Erbil. A local official said they were Iranian. An Iraqi army source told me the missiles used a new technology that makes them undetectable by radars, which may explain why they were not intercepted. So we're asking you, please go over to our website. You can subscribe there to get the updates every day. It involves Iran firing a ballistic missile and Israel not having the ability to shoot it down. Now, before I get into this, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please be sure to do so and click the notification bell so you get alerts every time a new video is posted. Now, hey, we're coming to you from the channel today because our video was demonetized by YouTube. And also, we are on another platform. I know there are a lot of social media platforms, but we would love to have you join us there. Okay, what's going on in the Middle East? Now, the big story here. The reason I am even covering this on the newscast is, folks, if this is true, that would be a game changer. Hey, this is a major development. We'll keep a very close eye on it. Also, speaking of missiles, Israel reportedly targeted an Iranian weapons shipment last night.
I was apparently headed to Lebanon.
Again, folks, we are keeping a very close eye on these Iranian weapon shipments. Remember the head of the U.S. Central Command? So we are watching this very closely, praying for the peace of Jerusalem. One last note before we go. Yesterday, the Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett met with the President of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. And folks, if you think that wouldn't affect the UAE, you'd be wrong. Folks, if you're encouraged by anything, maybe take heart in the fact that Israel, hey. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the Watchman Newscast. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the newscast.